have Ravi Narayan of Microsoft Ventures, who is really going to help us decode that in this fascinating chart. He really brings us the highlights, the key points in that journey as far as the Indian startup ecosystem is concerned.
In the very first phase, we actually had what we call as the founding of the startup ecosystem. So a lot of people actually came in and started using the engineering knowledge to actually create computer science. Early places like IITs and the IISc started training these early members of our IT industry, and then created these multipliers. So in those times, actually for them to take off, it had to actually walk through a lot of different government initiatives, opening up the markets and letting a lot of IT services kind of contracts come into the Indian startup ecosystem. Obviously, with that, the global delivery model that was actually matured by the services industry also started being adopted by the MNCs, and they started setting up shop in Bangalore and several other cities along the way. NASSCOM got founded. Tally was the first product company, and it continued to grow as we go along into the next phase. So now .com started in the US, actually took off very well, but also crashed. Interestingly, the Indian entrepreneurs who actually followed the .com era, while they actually also grew, but they didn't crash as badly as the global markets did. They actually continued to make some good progress. You saw the internet policy being announced, and then slowly over time we got the BASI, the REDIF listing on the NASDAQ, and so on and so forth. So this was the beginnings of what we today have as the e-commerce and the marketplaces and the consumer services companies. The third phase started out with the product companies, iFlex being one of them, Tally being another one of them. They actually started this whole product phase, and it's been going on for quite some time, even though it's not been very fashionable, and there have been few and far between product companies around the country. Now it's becoming something that the Indian startups are willing to take on. So you see that there were cross-border VC funds that came in, angel funds that came in, and also mentoring firms like Mentor Partners that came in, and that were looking to build this product ecosystem in India. And that went on for now for several decades, for several years, and then we saw that it's now actually coming into a much broader and a richer ecosystem play, where unicorns now are leading the way.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.